And this is where we've got 4 teams that will be presenting, and it's going to be quite an exciting time. So what we have is a little bit of trick up our sleeve. Leon is going to bring out a wheel of fortune. So this is going to be determining who is going to be pitching first out of the 4 themes. And then that way we can have a bit of a suspense and a drum roll to see how things are going to go. Now, as you can see in your screen, there's 4. There's Anonymous, there's D1, there's Onexon, and Team Something. We are going to spin the wheel. The way this is going to work is we're going to spin the wheel, and where that stops is where we're going to be inviting that team to come on board to present their ATF solution. Without further ado, I'd like to also introduce the judges. So we've got David Raju, Dolly Abbas, and Azrul Rahim. There we go. We have Dolly, we have David, and Azrul. Can we have you on camera as well, please?
Hi.
This is being live streamed on Facebook as well. Brilliant. There we go. There we go. Okay. To kick things off, we're going to go straight into it. For the ATF side of things, Leon, will you do the honors for us? Spin that wheel. Here we go. Oh, has it stopped yet? Oh, I think it's slowing down. Might be Team Something. Could it be? Yes, it is Team Something. So Nicholas from Team Something, you're up. Nicholas from Team Something.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so surprised I got this. This is Nicholas from Something on very rainy, thunderstormy weather. And here's what I want to share. Right. So my solution is basically to get people onboarded the platform. So the core statement is that there is a low user adoption rate, and that is hard to integrate. So in that case, how to make it a bit more friendly and appealing for people to get their insurance plans. So my approach to this solution is this issue is to actually maybe create microsite campaigns. For example, there's one there, and social media ads, and where they click, they go to a microsite, and this microsite is a form where they can subscribe to insurance plans. Okay. So without further ado, this is the demo. I don't know whether I can switch to it. All right, here it is. So this is a demo, and I've already tuned it to validate to validate IC numbers properly. And I didn't realize it actually does validate per data itself, but it's very it's behind the scenes sort of thing. So yeah. So it takes a while because it has to validate everything. All right, so let's select one date and package B, submit. And then what will come out is whoa, okay. I think the package actually did come in, or maybe not. You get the idea, and it's the acquisition of users is through way of adding new customers to insurance packages. Okay. Now, future plans is more integration with social media like progression, and maybe integration with more further apps, advertisements, scannable QR code. And I didn't expect the weather to become like this, so I'm very sorry about that. If you're hearing background noises. And then there's also maybe add-ons like car insurance that can be renewed, can be edited, can be updated as well. So yeah, that's basically my pitch for this solution. Actually the trick to getting actually a option is actually more towards the side funders rather than. I'm so sorry for that. All right.
Let's get to the question and answers.
All right. I'm so sorry. There's a big thunderstorm here.
Any questions from the judges?
I'll probably go. Fang.
Yeah, please proceed.
Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you for your presentation. Maybe a few questions from my side. In your opinion, what makes this project is unique? I mean, we have seen a lot of microsite campaign being done by any companies out there. So, what makes you think that this is something that is unique? And it's something different than what people already done before.
Okay, it is unique in the sense that the API provides a direct way to apply for insurance plans rather than like maybe just sending an email like what I've seen so far. Usually those sites will actually send an email to a company and then the company will come back and then they'll send an agent through and then the agent will follow up. This one will actually send the quotation for the insurance. All right. I hope I'm still online.
Any other questions?
Power.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did that answer your question, Dolly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
David, I think you got a question.
Yeah. Since you saw me came off mute. Vincent, you know that insurance, particularly in Malaysia, it's heavily regulated, right? It is
Yes.
part of FSI. How do you actually plan to how does the application plan to meet the regulatory requirements? That's one. I guess secondly is from me, I guess my perspective is have you actually considered cybersecurity as part of your application already, and how is that considered?
Yes. For the first question is basically there will be an agreement at the bottom which I did not have time to put in. It's a PDPA agreement. So that way will be legally binding to whatever information that's transferred over. For the second question, cybersecurity, when this app is actually coded up, there will be it will be protected with SSL security encryption and all those monitoring things. So to ensure that the data is protected once it's sent over the line.
Okay, but did you incorporate any into your code right now for this ATF, or it was purely more functionality?
Right now, this is just a proof of concept. I don't think there's really much of cybersecurity just yet.
Okay.
Okay, and Judge Azrul, have you got any questions?
Yeah, I think my question would be, how would this, for example, address the need of the uninsured community, specifically, for example, the B40, which was, I understand, some of this focus, right? So does it, how does it address the uninsured community?
How does it address the uninsured community? Nice to meet you again, Azrul. Well, actually, I think the way to reach out to the community maybe is to give it through via the sort of like the QR codes on templates that they will be able to scan to get through this. Or there will be like a service center where they can be assisted to fill up the form. That way can be catered to as well. So yeah, there's several other methods to reach out to the P40s, those that have lesser internet connection. Those like right now me with no power. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe one more from my side, Fan.
Yeah, Dolly.
Don't mind. Yeah. I think it's just more to curiosity, and I'll ask this to probably every participant later. In the last 24 hours, how do you actually spend? Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. In the last 24 hours, how do you spend most of your time in this project, Nicholas? Is it more on the ideation, or is it more on the actual API integration, or how do you split your time?
Yeah, sorry. Yes. Actually, more of it was more on the research on what API does, and then after that, figuring out the best approach to do a proof of concept. So yeah, speaking, I think I spent a bit too much time trying to figure out why it wasn't working for a certain type of software when I actually should have gone for this other type of software to be able to use the API. So that's why.
And if let's say you are given up more time to complete more stuff, what is one feature that would you incorporate or you would like to complete more?
Yeah, definitely one feature is error handling. So right now there's absolutely no error handling on this proof of concept. So let's say there's a difference between the IC number and the birth date, and the API actually returns that alert, but it's actually captured. So instances like that, and also like maybe the plan is not, I mean the date is not the proper date, the effective date, and yeah, that one has to be handled. So there was no error handling in this proof of concept.
All right. So in terms of the API given by Selang Pay, how much do you actually use in this project?
Yeah, I've actually only used the one that says to add the new customer or add a new insured person in. Did not really use the update in the other one. So the update and the renewal, because not much time and all that. Then so that's the one that I actually went with, more customer acquisition rather than renewal.
All right. Thank you. That should be all from my side, Fan. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Judge Azrul, have you got any more questions? Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
David?
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nicholas, from Team Something. Very good. We're gonna pull up Leon again for that spin the circle wheel, and we'll see who comes up next. Here we go. Oh, it's slowing down now. Might be yellow. Here we go. Team D1. Team D1, can you come off mute and turn on your camera, please?
Can you see, right? Okay, camera.
Yes, Vincent. Is your camera working, Vincent?
Yes. Oh.
Brilliant. Are you ready?
Yes. Just
okay. Your 5 minutes. Your 5 minutes start now.
Okay. Okay, my name is Vincent. My project is SSIP, Self-Service Insurance Plugin. Basically, I'm tackling the same problem as Nicholas, the target problem. Solution is I develop or I so-called implement the plugins for third-party application or system, and that for them to I mean, it's some kind of dashboard with actionable items so that like you can create policy, can renew policy, or you can update policy. So benefit of the app itself is you can see a whole profile, whatever insurance policy profile that you have. You can act on it, and then the implementation is supposed to be simple. Resource use Senang Insurance API, React, and then Material UI. Okay, the demo. This is what I have developed. Some kind of dashboard which you can view your current policy. What other policy that is provided by Senang Insurance by category. And then there is another item that if your policy or your profile has a policy that going to expire, you ask a notification, display that you want to display or not. Okay, here I have implemented two of the endpoint for the API, which is one is the renewal. If I click renew, if the profile is the policy number is correct, then you will get a notification. The other one I have is the you want to add another policy. For in this case, I will not be able to because my IC already have this policy and then already being used. So that's why you see a notification like this. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is the backend that I have. Okay, I am running two servers. One is the React front-end server, which is nothing much to see at all. The other one is actually is a proxy for the Senang Insurance API. You can see that.
Vincent, we can't see we only still seeing your web browser.
Oh, you can see me. Wait, what happened now?
I think either your focus is not on the one that you're showing the backend, I think.
Can't see, still on the web.
Yep. I'm still seeing I'm still seeing the web page.
No, I stop and share again.
Sure.
Something. Can you see?
Yeah, code, right?
Code, yeah, correct. So the other one that I think you pass is the React server. This one is the proxy server for the Senang Insurance API. That which you can see that there are two calls. Just I make two calls. If I make another call, you see another message. Which basically that is a log. Yeah, now you have the message come back is exactly the endpoint from the Senang Insurance. So basically, my app is like this. This is my my presentation is end here.
Okay, now we are moving into the question and answers side of things. Anyone want to start off and kick us off?
Hello, hi Vincent.
Hi.
Hi. Looks yeah, I quite like it. It looks quite good. I think the implementation looks yeah, looks pretty good. Question is, where do you see this dashboard being implemented? Is it at Senang itself, or do you imagine this exists as separate app or in some other third-party apps? How do you imagine this dashboard to live at?
My idea is it should be sit at. I mean, nowadays something like super app will be like drop it in because because this leverage on the KYC of the app because you should notice that I want to add a new policy. It doesn't ask for IC number or things like that. I assume that app, let's say you want to add this in, it should, let's say, actually Touch and Go is doing that, I think, something like that. They read KYC you, so they just take whatever the info that they have and then send it over to Senang insurance and then like Touch and Go, they have your money anyway. They can just do a transaction there. So basically, I'm looking at that those app or system that had a backend that really done all this identity profiling or identity verifications.
Yep, got it.
I guess I'll ask Vincent, I guess from my perspective, could you run through again what were the technical or I guess security controls you've put in?
Okay, security control, I don't put in any. Just make a plain call with the token access. It doesn't, no, it's not using access token, it's using key and secret only. Not even the OAuth 3. Sorry, OAuth 2. But I think eventually you can use OAuth 2 or JWT. Depends on the implementation.
I see, okay. You mean OAuths?
Huh?
When you say OAuth,
OAuth, open OAuth.
Oh, OAuth. All right, I see. Okay. Right. Okay, got it. I guess then it'll be more a roadmap question how do you envision your application to actually be hosted, or how do you actually envision this application to be running in when it goes, if it goes to production further down your roadmap?
I think it's kind of difficult. I mean, which means I have two ends. One end is the developers. I mean, the one is end user. The other end is going to a Senang insurance, but the end is a bit out of touch. So I could be mirror, or maybe actually it's not that little because KYC is one thing, like just now somebody mentioned, insurance industry is quite regulated. It's not that easy to break in. So I actually am not sure unless I work for a company. I mean, either end I work for the company. I have to also work for another company that is Senang insurance end, or the other end like something like those Touch and Go, those big one that provide. Like I said just now, I need some system that can already done the KYC for me, so that I just can plug it in and then sell insurance.
Okay. Who do you think this your target audience is for your application?
Could be anybody, because I think this one will be a small amount items. Like, okay, maybe if there is, let's say maybe COVID policy. Can I have 1 day policy, 5 day policy, 1 month policy, or things like that? Or maybe let's say I want to repair my notebook, but the repair shop may have the similar. Maybe repair shop is one of my customers. Maybe they provide insurance policy, or maybe I can purchase myself individually.
Okay.
Okay, very quickly, Judge Dolly, have you got any questions?
I have a few, sorry, Fang. So
yeah, go for it.
Vincent, first question is again same like before. Where do you spend most of your time on this? Is it on the policing the UI? Because on the web view I see so many menu does, but I believe it's all templates lah. So where do you spend most of your time on this project?
You're from Senang Insurance.
Senang Insurance, yeah.
Okay, I hit a slightly problem initially because I didn't know that the risk factor date cannot be more than 30 days. So I got which is a minor one. If it's more than 30 days, you will not get you cannot create a new policy. That is one. The other one that I hit a bit more time is the technically cross origin site, that one, which I need to use a proxy server. Otherwise, I need to use two servers to do that. So basically, because there are only 3 endpoints, so I implemented 2. The other one I did not use. The endpoint is quite, reasonable, predictable. I can get the result.
And just to confirm one more thing, so you are using the renewal and update policy, is that correct?
No update, renewal, and the new.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Okay, that's just about how much questions we can squeeze in. Thank you very much, D1 Vincent.
Thank you.
If you can stop sharing your screen, that'll be great.
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, on with the next. We got 50-50, Team Anonymous or Team Onexon. Spin the wheel, Leon. Well, I think it's Team Anonymous. Here we go. Okay, Team Anonymous, you're up. It's Luis, right?
Yep, I'm Luis. Just want to cross-check whether are you guys able to hear me, see me on my screen?
We can see your screen and we can hear you. I'll wait until you get to presentation mode and then we'll start the clock.
Oh, I'm already in the presentation mode already.
Yes. Okay. We see that now. Your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Luis from Anonymous itself, and we are currently targeting ATM. How do we improve financial well-being of P40 group? I believe COVID-19 has changed a lot in our life itself, such as causing loss of job. However, there's a rise in gig economy trend in Malaysia, talking about Grab, Foodpanda, GoGet, which are about delivering services itself. Although these are able to improve income of our low-income group itself, financial literacy is very important, and this is where POT comes together with financial goals, Senang Insurance for Protect Your Assets, to come with a complete package of financial literacy. However, I realized that there's always one thing that we always forgot when it talks about financial literacy, which is actually converting your waste into financial assets. And that is what I do in day-to-day of my life, which is creating awareness about recycling used cooking oil. What if today you can earn money and save the world at the same time by recycling used cooking oil? As this, the used cooking oil can be converted to biodiesel, which is used to power industrial lorries and vans. And in June this year, we launched Arus Oil, which is an on-demand recycling platform for used cooking oil. And in Arus Oil itself, we learned one thing, right? We send a collaboration with IOI Properties. We send away all these jerry cans to all the housewives to educate them about recycle with us. And eventually, the campaign went well because of the power of community, as they refer to each other as in a housewife basis, refer each other to start recycling. And when it comes back towards to financial literacy itself, it explains why our campaign went well due to the herd behavior. As scientific shown that normally when we group study, we normally are better because humans are social animals and we want to support and challenge each other well, right? And this is why we launched PodCom. PodCom, for this hackathon itself, we launched PodCom. PodCom itself allows everyone to reach financial well-being with the power of the community itself. And to use PodCom is easy. Step 1, you sign in your community portal by using a pod account. And then there will be a common goals for all of us to achieve. And once we achieve that, we will receive reward for the community itself. And our user stories comes with 2, community leader and a low income group. Community leader are the one that select the goals for all the communities to follow, to accomplish. And the low income group will then sign in to achieve all these goals and eventually able to claim rewards and learn financial literacy stuff. And I will show you how PodCon works itself. So over here, let's say today I'm a P40 user, I'm joining in the community of Kawasan Rukun Ketangan, Petaling Jaya. I'll sign in with my pod account right now. And all right, so you will head towards to a dashboard and it will come in with a few community goals, which all of us can target together regarding with my neighbors, etc. For instance, I can target to reach recycle 100 kg of used cooking oil for my community, and this will allow all of us to get higher purchase price when we recycle next time. And over here, it also shows different ranking. Who are the superstars who actually attended more literacy workshops or other groups goals eventually. Also, we want to add on build a platform that allows different third parties to add in to create ecosystem to educate financial well-being, such as recycling, there are gig economy workshops and insurance. And over here itself, for our oil, we actually collect your used cooking oil from your home itself, where when it comes to the Popcorn itself, instead of going to our oil app, you can actually just go to a Popcorn app to create a schedule for what is the date itself that you want to recycle with us, and we'll come back towards with you. And this itself will allow us to integrate with different parties by using GET and POST API to work with. For instance, different goals that we can add on in the future are like waste collection goals, like plastics, or eventually health goals or financial education goals. And all these goals itself are able to be translated into rewards, which are then able to benefit back towards the community. For instance, those that work the most itself, you're actually able to get insurance coverage at a cheaper price. And this is where we can utilize all this post and get API as well. And our tech stack currently is using React front-end, Firebase backend. And just one last note regarding about security. We are currently using Firebase, and we integrate security policy in order to make sure our things is foolproof. However, we hope to integrate to Palo network integration in the near future itself. And that's all about Podcom, reaching financial well-being with the power of community. Here's the MVP list. Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you, Louis. Let's move on straight to the question and answers. Any judges?
I go first. What in terms of the implementation, what is actually being built? Is the login work, as in it's really connecting to Firebase? How this dashboard works, whether actually all of them will change in some way, or it's just a static data? Maybe can you clarify?
Yeah, sure. So for now itself, right, due to time constraint, the API that we are integrating right now is 3 APIs from Pod itself, which are sign up, SMS verify, and sign in itself. So I didn't show sign up here because I actually created sign up on the backend itself. So when you sign an account if here, you are actually integrating with HTTPS Pod API itself. And then regarding on this, other than that, pretty much we just save the users. Back towards to, sorry, I need to type my credentials in. All right, so back towards to goals itself, yes, it's currently static. However, in the future, we hope we are able to integrate more. So far, based on what I see itself, Pod currently has a get goal feature and a post goal feature, which we currently time consuming, so we haven't really implemented that yet. Yeah, I hope I answered all your question about.
Thank you. And just to clarify, you mentioned that you will integrate with Palo API, but it is not in any of this project yet, right?
Correct.
I mean, you mentioned it on your presentation, but it's not in the application yet, right? Is that correct?
Correct. So that will be future wise. So yeah.
And also the same with Senang. Are you using any API, or it's just Pod at the moment?
So it's currently only Pod at the moment. We are focusing on Pod for now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Judge Azrul or Judge David?
Azrul, you want to go first?
I don't have any question. Actually, it's good.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, firstly, Louis, very interesting app that they're building. I guess a couple of questions. How do you actually plan? What's the monetization plan or plan, yeah, for this when you do community work like this?
Yep. Thanks, David. So probably for the first phase itself, let's say just talking about recycling project, the monetization plan itself will be a commission model because Podcom itself is a platform, right? So for all these activities, when they come in itself, there is a certain commission that will be taken. For instance, let's say we launch Podcom in Petaling Jaya, right? So those partners that come in that create all these activities and call this API, normally there is a transaction involved, right? For instance, when you recycle away used cooking oil, you actually earn something from that. So Podcom itself will take a certain cut or certain commission from all of the partners, such as I think recycle is one thing. For instance, it can be about gig economy when they do workshop itself. We are actually helping those brands to get more brand awareness and to solve away their supply issue. So those are a few partners that we can work together with. I hope I answered your question well.
Yeah, sure. Just curiously, when you're building this app, this particular one, was it a team or was it just you?
Which app itself? Sorry,
this one that you just demoed us.
The popcorn is, yeah, I just feel it on this hackathon itself.
It's just you, or did you actually have it? Was
it's just me.
It's just you. Okay, right. And you were already very familiar with the Podcom APIs to use.
So pretty much this coming this hackathon itself, I spent roughly 1/3 of the time understanding Pod itself, where I would say that the five authentication is one main feature goals, and then the last pillar part itself is all about banks and withdrawal. So which this thing can actually be integrated inside the profile. And then so those are what I understand about what I see in Postman documentation for Pod API.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Luis. Definitely very insightful and interesting. I think your whole team around sustainability, being environmentally conscious, being able to reuse, find a way to reuse oil and collect the oil is interesting. Definitely good for all our future, I suppose. Thanks, Luis.
Yep. Thanks.
One question.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. In the dashboard right now, I see the activities are kind of like a standalone activity. Do you imagine that this activity might be, interlinked with each other?
I think that's actually possible. So, for instance, it can be about talking about, let's say, recycling, right? So eventually, right now, if you recycle, there is a way in the future where eventually you become the collector that is going to collect the oil from other people. So I definitely foresee that there is a way to kind of integrate everyone together. However, I think for the presentation demo right now, because we want to make it simple, so it's like playing with one party for now, but it is actually implementable for the future.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Luis.
Thanks all.
Very good. And now we are moving to our last presenters. This is Team OnXOn. Team OnXOn. Who will be presenting on your side? Hello, Team OnXOn.
Hello, Sharifah will be starting with our presentation.
Okay. Have you got any slides? Do you want to prepare first?
I think we have share the screen if you can see right now.
I don't see anything other than participants OnXOn Zoom. Yep. Oh, okay. Here we go.
We can see.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ah, okay. Good. I see it now. Thank you. Please start. Your 5 minutes starts now.
Okay. Can you see me? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharifah, and I am from Team OnXOn. Together with me, my teammates Noha and Zul. So, first of all, we would like to present to you guys what we have built. So we decided to build an application as an additional features to UsePod. So the name of our application is Money Saver. So it is not a separate application. It is just an additional features to add on to UsePod. So as you all know, UsePod is all about savings and visibility. So the features that we are focusing on is the budgeting calculator and the saving category. So this is why our features is important for the B40 category. And as we all know, B40 is marginally poor of the country, right? So the reason why we built this application so that people can forecast their expenses, and why is it important? It is important because they can budget their spendings. So let me give you a situation when you look at your expenses at one time and on that time you realize you don't have enough savings because some of the time you spend on unnecessary things like 30% on online shoppings, 40% for the entertainment, and at one moment you wouldn't care because you don't have control on it. So what we built is the category system and a budgeting calculator so that you can forward your savings plan. So if you don't want to spend money or you want to spend money on the online shopping or unnecessary thing is all up to you. But whether you want to use the money or savings to go get married or spend on the luxury cars, but the main focus thing is for the B40 category is not about buying stuff, but maybe they will spend on buying motorcycles for their family to support their family, but in order to spend on that thing they need to have a savings. So if they have that thing, they can have and survive in their life. So it is a big purchase, but they need to save for that. So I would like to pass the stage to Mr. Zul to proceed with the demo.
Hello, sorry. Can you see the emulator?
Yes, please proceed.
So I want to talk about how we built this app. So this app we are building with two things, that is back end and front end. So for our front end, we use the Python with Fast API framework to integrate with the Pods API. While for the front end, we use JavaScript, React Native, and Material Design as our design guideline. So at first, we have integrate with the API. So I'll show you some when user need to sign in first before they can access into the system. Before they can sign in, they need to sign up. So I have here a few details, but this detail is already, I have registered with this detail. So once if you already register, we will check the database even if it exists or not. So if it written exists, so you can back to sign in again. I have created dummy data. So when you sign in, so here is the main page for the apps. So we are very focused. We're trying to focus one thing into one moment for the users to access. We target users to understand what they want to do first. Instead, more thing they need focus. So let's say they want to create a saving first. Click saving, then after that they will need to choose goals. Here we focus only goals because we don't want they think more about other than goals first. So let's say, here I want to loans, then After that, they need to pick their duration, how long they need to achieve to settle their loans. So after that, let's say 91 days. So here they have the overall, and they need to give the goals name and saving goal, how much they need. So let's say something.
As quickly as you can, Zoe, wrap up what you want to say.
So here, it's about the apps we trying to say. I want to show you about how we create the apps. So this is how the apps work, how is to achieve this. Also a profile about the users, and yeah, that's all for the apps we want to change.
Okay, we move to the question and answers. Judges, have you got any questions on the back end or the coding side of things, or how it works?
Yeah, probably from my side first, because you guys are submitting your source code, so I went through it. I just want to clarify a few things in terms of an actual API from pods or others. Which one that you actually use? Because I see there is a SMS verify, sign in and sign out. So which one that you use? Second thing is you say that you created dummy data. Is those dummy data actually saved somewhere? If yes, in what kind of system?
So we are using the ATF, how to improve the you mean the data, the API, which API we use?
Yeah, which API you use first?
API we use is the ATF, how to improve for the financial well-being of B40 and the urban poor.
No. That is the problem statement. Sorry, let me clarify. Which API from the partners that you are using? Which endpoint?
Oh, endpoint. So we use not using all, but we have used the sign up, sign in, SMS verify, the duration, category, and goals.
So the list of the goals, the list of category that you have before is pulling the data from the API.
Yeah, from the API. We're using from the so what the question first?
So I think you already answered the second one, because you put all the verification and sign up on the pods.
The dummy data, I mean, just now, I just want to quickly trying to log in. Actually, you can log in with your identification. You can.
All right, maybe just a quick one. Why mobile apps? I mean, the rest of the participant creating a web application. Why do you guys choose to go for mobile application?
Okay, so let me answer this question. So basically, in this nowadays, usually people will use, like, even most of the people will use the smartphone. So we think that the mobile application is more useful rather than web app, since it is easier to access, and also it will ease the user. The main one is to ease the user to access, since if we use web app, let's say they wanted to access it, then they need to go to the browser and also click the website link and also log in over there. Like, for example, if they already have downloaded it inside their smartphone, then they can just simply click and open the application. Yeah, that's why.
Thank you.
Hi. I just have a simple questions. When it comes to goal, this is like trying to reach your financial goal, right? Do you have any specific or any special algorithm you use to calculate the amount saved, the target date? Does it have any do you take into account of the return of the saving, or is it just a straight line calculation?
From this, it will have like a calculation. Let's say if the user already choose in that particular category on which one they wanted to have in their saving. For example, like the entertainment and also the essential need. Then if they put over there, if they put inside they calculate in the budget calculator, then it will automatically will divide it for them based on the category they choose. Yeah, is it answering your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Very quick question, maybe David?
Yeah, just two quick questions. One was, I'm just trying to clarify, was there actually a feature you added here and what it is? And secondly is, between the three of you, what were the main responsibilities that you all had with regards to the hackathon?
Okay, so sorry, the first question just now?
First question was what add the feature did you actually implement here? Did you add any feature, or you just use the API and then you just implement it into a web app?
For this question, I think Zul can answer it first on behalf of us.
We just we implement from the API, the set goals, login, sign in, authentication.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just use the API and then you put it into a mobile app, and then you were basically exposing the API through a mobile app.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So second question, between the three of you, who had what?
So basically, between three of us, because our team joined both of the category ATF and also CTF. So basically, what we done, we divided it like the main developer for this application is Zul itself, and we just helping on other side and also like brainstorm together. But then the development part is Zul. But then since for me and Sharifah is preparing for the CTF part.
I see. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Okay, very good. Zol, you can stop sharing the screen for a while. We will now move the judges into a judging room where they can deliberate their score and to have a bit of a chat. I will invite the CTF judges onto stage, and they're going to do a bit of a walkthrough and on CTF and give you a couple of tips on what to do, what not to do. But for now, we're going to put Judge Dolly, Judge Azrul, and Judge David into a deliberation room. Thank you.
Thank you, Fang. Right.
Okay, CTF people, I'd like to invite you all to start commenting on what your experience has been for the CTF. How hard were the flags? Which ones were the ones you spend the most?
I guess for me, of course, is all of them never really.
We have Inogami, never gonna give you up. Okay, so there was a Rick roll over there. In case those of you who did not fight the honeypot, you get to see Rick Ashley over there. And okay, another lesson is cannot brute from the start. So now we know who the brute force attackers were, and why that crashed the VM system multiple times. I also invite some of the judges here to join me on stage. Maybe Judge Izzat, I think I see you over there. Any other judges want to jump on board? It would be good to have your comments and your insights as well on the CTF. Yeah, Jane, great.
Hey everyone, thanks Fang and Jenna and the team. It was fantastic from a judging point of view. I think personally for me as well, it's thrilled to actually see so many talented people actually, and actually for me it was quite a surprise because a few years back it wasn't that number of a turnout. Now it's mind-blowing actually, and the level of quality of hacks or capture the flags quality, it's really good. And I have to say kudos to all the participants. And for those of you who are first time capture the flags, you have done immensely well. The fact that you can even find one flag, that is an achievement. Don't look down on that, and that's your first CTF. So keep going. Take it not as a competition, but as your way to glory, your first step to glory. So don't give up and just keep going. Every time you see a hackathon, CTF, hack the box, whatever, just participate in it. It's not to win it, but to skill and to test your tools and everything, so you can refine your tools as you go along. Going by experience, you get your weapon of arsenals. You know which tools won't let you down on that day, and you know to go back to those two for what, and then you put a notes next to it. So you start refining the tools for example, web applications. These are the sets of tools. These are for data entry. These are for reconnaissance, and so on and so forth. So you start building an arsenal of weapons. You can straight away go in, because time is of the essence when it comes to a competition like this. If you do want to make it to the top of the list in the future and to be the number one, this is the organizational skills you need to have, and tweak your parameters on your tools so that it's picking up the right things and not giving you a false positive, and troubleshooting on that day itself. So well done, everyone. I'm really, really impressed and truly honored to be your judge for this hackathon. Looking for more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jane. We got also Judge Izzat and Judge Zontek here. Judge Izzat, maybe you go next.
Thanks, Hong. I think I like to echo what Jane mentioned earlier. I'm quite impressed with the overall team participation. And I think if you go back, like basically 5 years ago, I think the ecosystem is completely different, where we struggle to find participants, but I'm quite impressed with this particular exposure. And I truly believe that this is not, don't treat this as purely to win and to gain the prizes, but rather to leverage on the experience, because I think it's really important. And obviously, I think with all this participation, you will get a better, closer in terms of what the industry really wants. Because one thing for sure, based on my limited experience in corporate, those kind of technical acumen, and also the understanding of all this technology utilization, which is really important. And I believe that these kind of things, you can put it on the table and basically leverage yourself to land on a better or more handsomely paid job. And I see, based on the trend itself, right, I think we can see technology is the future. And I'm very happy to see there's a lot of participation. And obviously, when it comes to because I've joined even from the one before, I think there's definitely a lot of talented people that participate in this particular challenge. And I hope to see some of you at least join the corporate world, and hopefully we cross paths soon. Thanks, Mom.
Very, very good, very good. Thank you, Judge Izzat. Judge Zontek.
Hi everyone. I think first and foremost, I would like to thank you for organizers for this event. I think this is an awesome event. I saw a lot of people participate for this exercise, especially to nurture or give the assignment for those talented people to participate. At least not only because I seldom to see a lot of the organizer for the Capture the Flag in Malaysia. Of course, maybe recent year it has been just started. It's very wonderful and thankful for this. And also the participant, I think you guys did a well done job that because you guys are the next generation of the ethical hackers, I would say. Because you know why, based on my experience, for me it's very hard to find the ethical hackers in Malaysia. So when I look at you guys are very happy, excited to join and also go through this Capture the Flag, I think this is a good start. And also don't let it end, because these are the platform for you guys to shine, to experience and go to the real world, you know, because the Capture the Flag is to help you guys to become the better ethical hackers through the mental struggle and then of the problem solving. Then you get the things done, then you know how to find the solution. In the end, capture the flag is just in a beginning of the ethical hacker. In the end, also you need to provide your recommendation in the real world to a lot of the company, your CISO as well. So this is a great start. So my advice is always read the rules. Don't break the rules, because you guys are ethical hackers, right? So you need to know the rules. So you are not the hackers, you are the ethical hackers. So always read the rules and then become the hobby, right? I think you will shine in the future, because like me, I always hunt for the ethical hackers. So if you guys good in future, you know, I know you guys through this platform. So we know you guys through here. So I think the last word is that I think thankful and also very happy for you guys, right?
Thank you, Judge Zontek. I think very wise words. Read the toolkit that was sent, because there's a lot of clues in there, and those of you who actually read the toolkit back to front would have gotten significant leaps and bounds. We loved organizing, and I represent our team here at Fortnynja for the organizers of this hackathon, along with our sponsors, obviously Microsoft, Palo Alto Networks, Digitize, and Jewel Digital Ventures, and our community partners as well. We could have not have done this without all our judges, without all the mentors as well. Thank you very much. But I think it was very pleasurable for us to organize this. It's been months in the making. It was not a couple of weeks event sort of a thing. We wanted to specifically build this community. I think everybody talks about the lack of talent, and really it's very hard to say there's no lack of talent if there's no visibility for the talent to step up and to showcase what they can do or can't do. So we, instead of being one of those guys who complain about it, we say, look, we want to be part of the solution. And obviously the judges here, the mentors, the sponsors, the team, all want to be part of that solution. And so we say, let's put this together. Let's start the community and continue on with challenges and workshops and community-driven education and activities, so that as a team, everybody moves forward and can progress us along that line. I, at this stage, also want to invite any comments, any additional comments from the participants. Please feel free to unmute yourself. We'd love to hear directly from you. It's good that you're typing on chat, but we'd also like to hear your voice and see your face as well.
They can't show their face, Bang.
Hello.
Oh, they can already. Team on were on both. So
these are ethical hackers,
no,
right?
okay, so I
Go on, Sakina.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Sakina.
I would like to give one feedback. Then actually for me, it's good to have like 2 days hackathon. It's better than 1 day. It will, because we have 2 categories. Like for my case, I joined, our team joined two categories, so it's like quite rush for us.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to change the name.
Okay. Okay. So more days will be more pleasurable. So you have more time to attack both CTF as well as ATF.
Yeah, should be at least.
Okay, good. We welcome the feedback. We can only move upwards from here. Anyone else with comments?
Physical hackathon would be interesting. I really wish. Right? Yeah.
Well, you no longer need to wish. We are starting that. That's Fortnynja's commitment, and you can see the judges are not here to alang just come here and show face only. So they are already in the industry. And look, I think you can ask any CTF questions as well on how some of the teams particularly solve some of the hard flags. I think that will be quite interesting. Anybody with questions or answers, that would be good. Which were the flag stoppers? I know one particular flag was an image, and somebody was looking at that image for about 6 hours. Steganography.
This is the white flags one, right?
This is, well, I will have to call our team, Malcolm or Gui, to weigh in on that.
No,
But
because I saw when I saw the white flags, the only thing come to mind is basically, you know, when you raise white flag to get support from the community. I'm not sure, yeah, in Singapore, but in Malaysia, whenever you raise the flags, basically you need some sort of like food supplies and stuff like that.
Oh, food supply. Yes, yes. Maybe I'll have a bit of a dialogue with the three judges that we have here. How did you get started in your career? Because this is, like you mentioned, right? This is quite brand new, and even David also can weigh in on this because he's been doing cybersecurity for like 17 years. How did you get started? Because back then, 17 years ago, 15 years ago, it was just, you're a programmer, you're a coder, forget about hacking, right? That's evil.
Yep. Maybe I can go first. I actually have quite an interesting story about this one. How I got into cyber. For me, it was through the School of Hard Knocks. I think like a lot of people here that you have in the community, I too was actually getting into, that time was .com, right? The .com age. So that everyone was kind of rushing into that. So I had one up. I was actually building an application online and put that online. And lo and behold, my application actually got compromised. It was hit by the very first code red worm. So if you remember code red, so yeah, it was it was a worm, right? Not even a virus. So it actually infected the site, and it had gone access and actually defaced the website as well. So it was ever since an amazing rabbit hole journey for me into cybersecurity. It got me so interested in this, into figuring out how did this even happen. And the School of Hard Knocks came along, right? I was literally learning about penetration testing, ethical hacking, and all that on my own. So it takes a lot of, I think being in cyber, it takes one passion to a lot of curiosity with technology. And back then it was, I guess for me, why did this happen? How did this happen? And I figured out that I guess I had now newfound powers that I could actually use it. Which I then used with, and I joined some of the big fours, right, to do ethical hacking and all that. And then ever since that, yeah, it was in cyber all the while. And I think it's with the vision of, I think with all our lives, I think being very connected online, you know, with my family and all that being online as well, I feel like it's a part of what I want to do to make sure that, you know, the future is actually secure for the next generation, and of course for businesses as well also. So yeah, that's how I came into cyber.
Very cool. I'll jump to Judge Izzat since your microphone is unmuted.
Sure. So for me, I started with technology. I'm a very technology-centric person. Start with the hardware, microprocessors, all this Arduino stuff like that. So initially, I remember the simplest project that I built. Basically, it's basically a robot, a small robot, then into programming. Then I think similar to David, because at the end of the day, when it comes to technology or even cybersecurity, the fundamental is still the same. The methodology is still the same. But the thing that changed is basically the techniques, the leveraging on certain tools, things like that. So I think from that standpoint, things never stop. It becomes some sort of like a snowball effect. So you capture one tool, then you get excited about it, and you learn more about it, and it open up another conversation, then another topic, then it leads to a broader scheme of cybersecurity. But one thing that I think if you want to shorten that kind of journey is basically to really think about in the overall perspective in terms of the bigger picture. So as an example, if someone perform a DDoS attack, right? You need to know what is the motive behind it as the overall kind of attacks, because generally there's multiple facets to it. And if you only see at a very technical level, at a very low level, then you might lose the grandeur scheme of the cybersecurity attack. And I think the only advice that I can tell you is try to connect the dots and see how tools been leveraged, what kind of modus operandi that they are using, what kind of methodology that they're leveraging on, and at the end of the day, having those kind of horizon kind of view then will able for you to basically comprehend a bigger picture of what's really going on in the market.
Thank you, Judge Izzat. I hear that Dr. Karen is here as well. Dr. Karen, can you come and join us on stage?
Hi. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Sorry. Yeah. So I think it's good to hear stories from David and Izzat. So I just want to share my story too. I think it's a little bit more different. I started off after graduation. I'm from electrical electronics engineering. So I started off in IC design, very lot with HDLs and all these things. So, and yeah, and I got pulled into cybersecurity Malaysia under Ministry of Science. So then that's actually my start of journey for cybersecurity. So I told them I got no background in cybersecurity. They said, you're from IEEE, you should be fine. So basically, I think it's more of like the way we think and the logic and everything. So I think this is to encourage people who are from different industries. So it doesn't mean that you have to start cybersecurity from day one, right? So, and then after that move into the forensic side, incident response and everything. So I think the one message I send across is actually is also how we are wired and the way that we learn skills, you know, from university and everything. Yeah.
That's so cool. I think it's very hard to get into cybersecurity. It's even harder for females to get into cybersecurity. I think that's something that's why we are really, really glad that in our CTF, in our ATF, there's multiple teams and the gender balance is quite good in that. My theory on just building on what Dr. Karen just said is my hypothesis, and correct me if I'm wrong, judges over here, is that the number one trait for a hacker to have, or an ethical hacker to have, is actually curiosity. And the number one tool that they use is actually creativity. Because nobody uses the front door, right? Unless you are brute forcing your way through, yeah. Try not to do that in the first instance, okay? Particularly at our events, it crashes our VMs. But yeah, just jumping on that note, also, I thought I'd like to hear a bit of Jane's story as well.
Well, mine is to actually tag along with Dr. Actually, my bachelor was in multimedia computing, so I do programming for 3D modeling. But obviously, I didn't end up in that field of work, but I actually venture into cybersecurity by accident. This is through a friend of mine in the UK who was in the UK Army. So he happened to do all the physical security, but no one to do the cybersecurity, or back then it was called information security. So I was in the IT, so-called, back in those days, you're in IT, that means you know everything in IT. It doesn't matter what field, you know, what are your multimedia, your programmers, anything. So he asked me for advice on how to do an assignment for, it's actually a private military contractor, is in the army. So he has got no one to do that piece of work that he got the contract for. So I said, if you don't mind, I would give it a go, but I can't promise. But so I did it. I took the challenge on. So I started my first so-called vulnerability assessment for this UK Army guy, and it did work. And from then on, the rest are history, basically. And I went on to take my master's in computer forensics and system security. So that's where I deep dive into cybersecurity arena. And then now I'm moving on to automations of SOAR. I don't know if you guys know, it's automated security incident response and behavioral analytics learning for SIEM. So yeah, there we go. And ever since then, I think it was 17, come November will be my 18 years in cybersecurity or information security.
Okay. Very, very cool. I encourage everybody, we have a stellar line of judges over here. We haven't even got to Zontic and Azro yet. I'll invite you to turn on your cameras. Let's do a group picture. We already saw you in your team pictures anyway, so turn on your computers. Turn on your computer pula. See? Turn on your cameras. We'd love to have a group picture with all of you. This is our first of many CTFs, ATFs. We'll do Hack in the Box and all that later on as well. We love to build this community with your help. I'll get my team at Fortnynja also to turn on their computers, the cameras on your laptops. It'll be great for us to build this community slowly but surely with that forward movement momentum. So if I can get big smiles, participants, please join us with your cameras. Big smiles. All right. I will get the picture taken. Here we go. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And I will do one more for posterity. This is going to be from participant D1, Vince 2, Ibrahim, who has a very sleepy face on day 1. But with Milo, everything was resolved. Big smiles. Very good. Okay, now let's jump to Judge Azro. You are a good mix between the technology side as well as the business side. I already spied your LinkedIn profile, Judge Azro. Care to weigh in on this CTF and how did you get into the technology space to eventually even having the top job in terms of technology at Jewel Digital Ventures?
Yeah, I think you summarize it the best, which is you really have to have a very curious mind. And I started a lot of my development work way back when I was in universities, developing apps for the Palm OS devices at the time. This must be, I think some of you might remember this way in early 2000, late 19, pre-millennium up to the year 2002, 3. So yeah, that's quite a while ago. So while people were like studying, I was busy creating apps for smartphone and all that. So yeah, and that's when I started, and from there I did actually work for a company for a while, investment company. So and from this company, I mean a little bit of exposure on the corporate side of things before I jumped in and did my own software and IT business at the time. But looking back, I think if you ask me what's the advice would be, is that working for other people is not, for a while at least, it's not really a bad idea. It allows you to gain a lot of experience, especially what I found lacking in a lot of new developers somewhat is the domain knowledge of the business. You might have a lot of technical skills, but you don't have a specific knowledge of any particular industry. That makes you flexible, but also makes you a bit vulnerable because you can't really go that deep into any particular area just yet. So yeah, I mean, don't be afraid to work a while, explore certain verticals, certain industry, and you know, as you cover a wide area of technology, do go into the industry that you like. So normally that helps a lot. So in my case, after a while, I was working under the investment company for a while, do my own startup and all that. Got And now I'm actually back to where I was about 15 years ago. So back somewhat in the corporate world. So that was quite a interesting experience, and yeah, I wish you all the best.
Very good. And you touched a little bit about the future. So we're going to jump to Zontek. What's your hopes for the future?
Yeah, I hope to the future is that I'm hoping our Malaysia company, right, the cyber security maturity level, which is reaching the most top level, now, because you can see a lot of the cases is cybersecurity incidents around the world, right? Especially in Malaysia, when you look at the statistics from published by the CSM, Cybersecurity Malaysia. So these are the things that the more concern that we need to fix. And then we also have lack of the cybersecurity talent people, right, in the market. So I think these are things that we need to nurture for the new generation to take over our role. Actually, we are nothing. The new generation is the best one because we need more people to defend our cyber defense, right? So these are the things that we hope that those participants will be our next generation to defend for our company and the country as well. Yeah.
Very cool. I'm going to jump to some of the ATF judges now. Judge Dolly, how was the quality of the participants and what you've seen in this hackathon, Judge Dolly?
Yeah. I mean, to share a bit, I've been to many hackathons before as well, so I really know how that 24 hours worth your time and effort and ideas and presentation, you need to combine all of them into a very short time. So I think, to be fair, the team that presented has done the best. From the judges, I think we can really see that. Obviously, the lessons that everyone always go through on the hackathon is how to optimize time, how you can be better at leveraging APIs or challenges that have been given to you. So we can see that. And during the presentation, the participants are pretty much honest as well to us that, okay, I can't do this because of this. So that is very good experience for future hackathon for all of you, the participants. So really enjoy this time. Thank you Fortnynja for organizing this, and thank you for all the participants for putting your best as well.
Our pleasure. It's been a good event overall, and plenty of learnings as well. On the ATF side, I'll jump in with David. I thought I saw you over here. Are you here, David? Yeah, there you are.
Yep.
Come join us on stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your preliminary judging experience? How was that? And is camera here as well?
I'm not sure about camera. Preliminary, I think it was good. I think the team was rushing a bit because they were running out of times. And we also gave some feedback based on what they're presenting, all that. But end of the day, I think they all tried their best and did their best. So yep, let's see how it goes.
Okay. Now I think it's just about time. I'm just going to clarify with my team. Is it time for the announcement of the winners? Is that where we are right now? Or are we 5 minutes ahead of time?
We're 5 minutes ahead of time. So I think what we're gonna do is judges, Dolly, David and Azrul, you have your winners at hand? Do you have the winners in your, have you all done the agreement and deliberation ready from the judges?
Yes, we have. I believe.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Have you passed that information over to Jenna yet?
I think we pass it to Fee. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Good. So I have more time to kill and more questions to ask. So let's see. How did you start on your journey? I think this is for Devin as well as Dolly. We haven't asked you on that yet. How did you get into I do know Devin does DevOps and as well. So how did you manage to get into all that? Where did you start? What was your journey, Devin?
Where did I start? Well, yes, I started with a law degree. So, and then.
Sorry, you started with a law degree.
Yep. So anyway, to answer your question, like now I'm actually started with a developer, and then also with I think the early stage with talking about hacking, all this was the early years, like years ago, was Hacking the Box, and then they went over to Singapore and Amsterdam. They focus on that side, not in Malaysia. So I think what you guys are doing is it's like something new again for security side, so it's a good thing. And then now basically I'm on DevOps side, so DevOps and SRE. That's what I'm doing now. Mainly on that side. Basically, if you've been attacked, your production has always been attacked. Probably like I need to figure out why and make sure it's still stay alive.
Okay, there you go. You can start off as a lawyer, and in the case of Dr. Karen, you might just have let's just pull you in and hope for the best. Have a Hail Mary and hope for the best. Dolly, how did you get into being such a big champion in IT?
I was a security technology graduates actually, with the sole intention of how you can hack someone Friendster back then.
Friendster.
That's sure how old I am, probably. Yeah. Before that, still something else, I think. Yeah. So I'm very much interested in security. How to say? So I did join some of the secret group back then. And then but for now I don't do anything related to any offensive hacking or whatever. More to, I mean, obviously I won't disclose anything publicly as well. but it was interesting part on that time, and then I focused on becoming a mobile developers. Then leading a big data team before this, and now fully focusing on end-to-end journey of application development as well in the current company.
That's so cool. Any questions from the participants, either on ATF, CTF, how to hack something? No questions. I guess everybody's keen to move on to the positioning and the results and the winners. So we're going to be doing this in terms of the sequence. So we're going to do it for CTF first. We're going to start with third place, then second place, and then the winner. Then we're going to do the ATF, third place, second place, the winner. Then we're going to have other awards. Those of you who don't know, we have other awards as well. One of the awards is called a Ninja Award. There you go. And we also have a lucky draw. So those of you who have read your participant toolkit will notice that if you qualify above certain flags, you will qualify for a lucky draw. And then there is a team lucky draw as well. Okay, the reason why we do this is we want you to be able to work for your place in the lucky draw, as opposed to just have it so that everybody and anyone can just jump into it. So the lucky draw is not available for the top 3 prizes. That's the prize pool that you can see over here, where we have things like the funniest team name, the participants lucky draw and the Ninja Award as well. So this is where I have 6 flags, so that makes you unqualified. So we had to be a little bit generous in this hackathon and bend some of the rules to have a bigger. The idea here is we want to build a community, and you don't build a community by killing off saplings. And so we've adjusted some of the rules to be more inclusive and to have as many people as possible without essentially breaking the infrastructure. We have the slides ready, and we're going to move to the next slide in terms of capture the flag. 3rd place, it goes to, who does it go to? Inugami Korone. So Inugami is, I believe, Inu is dog and Gami is God. So dog God. There we go. 8 flags, total of 62 points. Can we have a representative from Inugami Korone? We'd like to get a team picture with you. Can all your team mates, let's make this a little bit of, I hear birds chirping. No, not birds chirping. I hear crickets chirping in the background. So let's although this is a virtual event, let's have some congratulations. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at my team. I love my team. I'd like to invite Inugami Korone to say a few words. Say a few words. Turn on your camera. Get a picture with your 3rd position. Are you here? Inugami Korone. No, shy. Okay.
They don't have a physical
don't have
camera.
physical camera. Okay. My father in his time also had a Pentax physical camera. That's okay. They're developing the film. Congratulations again for 3rd place, Inugami Korone. Moving on to 2nd place for the CTF challenge. That goes to 9 flags to Nope to Rock at 67.6 points. Congratulations. Well done. 2nd place, Nope to Rock. Can I have you to come and say a couple of words? There we go. Dr. Rob, Ali, you want to say some words? How you managed to get the top spot?
Can you hear my voice?
Come again, your wife.
We can hear you, but very soft.
Let me check. I think my audio is problem.
So there's 2 of you at Not to Rob.
Can you hear now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. Yeah, it's really great experience, I think. Right now we only have 2. Yeah, one of my team members already joined. Hopefully that we can talk with everybody because this is how we do. I think we enjoy all of the challenge, even though that we could not get the 1st place. But I think the most important thing is the experience and also meeting a lot of new people, and we shared our write-up, and we explained how we get it and that. So I think this kind of community is what makes it become more better in the future.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yes, exactly. Good words, and thank you and congratulations again.
Right.
We look forward to you kasih some tunjuk aja on how you got through the clues, and we'll be in touch with you to join us to working on a workshop together, so that the rest of the Capture the Flag participants can learn also, and then we can move forward. Okay. Thank you, Ali. Congratulations. Well done. And the champion for the CTF for 2021, while everything is in MCO and lockdowns and all the drama in the world, the inaugural Capture the Flag winner for the Fortnynja Whack the Fort is Trailblazer. There we go, Trailblazer. Where are you, mate? Congrats, Trailblazer. Come up here and say some words of encouragement.
Testing. You can hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm Ikhan from Trailblazer. Yeah, big thanks to the organizer, all the judges, and yeah, all the staff, the person in charge of the VM. Yeah, so big thanks to everyone. It's quite a surprise that I got to win, because I thought it would be not to Rob that won the champion. I think yesterday around 2 in the afternoon, our point are quite close, and he got late on me. Yeah, so good game to all of the participants, and yeah, this is quite a good CTF. I got to refresh my skill, and also met some new friend, and thank you everyone.
Is this how many CTFs have you done prior to doing this?
Quite a few, but my last CTF is last year December. Yeah, so it's also been quite a while since I do any CTF.
Very cool, very cool. And what specifically, how did you get to know about our Fortnynja Whack the Fort?
Good question. I think I know it from my lecturer. My lecturer sent the news to me, and yeah, then I just directly press register. Knowing a CTF exists, that is enough for me to register.
Wow, good. So again, we'll be in touch with you as well, Trailblazer, so that you can share some of the tips and tricks that you use for our juniors to move forward a little bit, and then they'll hopefully give you a bit more competition for you to sharpen your knife a little bit more as well. Okay, good stuff. Congratulations, 73.6 points with 9 flags. Trailblazer, inaugural champion to Whack the Fort, Capture the Flag.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Moving on to the ATF side of things, the ATM winners. We have got 3 winners as well. Now, the third position for the add the feature is D1. Final contender is D1 for third position. D1. Vincent?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, there you go. What have you got to say, Vincent?
Thank you. Thank you, the organizer, and then especially I think the supporting members, and then the mentors also. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Is this how many hackathons have you joined in the past?
Quite a number.
Quite a number.
Yeah.
So you're a veteran. You know the selok belok of how to get the best marks.
Yeah, the selok belok is you have to manage your time, like Tori said.
Fang, every hackathon I'm in, Vincent is there, so I can vouch for that. It's definitely in every hackathon.
Okay, good, good. Looks like the veterans will always continue to be there and improve the quality, right? The quality will only improve as the competition gets tougher. And we want to see more activities in the ATF side of things as well. One of the things that we will improve on our sites is going to be giving more time so that you have more chances to code and showcase what you really can do. Okay, particularly if you're joining both CTF and ATF. Second place for the add the feature. Every time I see ATF, I always think about attack the fort instead of add the feature. So if I do say attack the fort, I mean add the feature. Second place is On X On, first runner up. Very good. So we have 3 members from On X On: Sharifah, Zol. Would you like to come on board? All 3 of you actually. Turn on your cameras and come say something.
Actually, it was unexpected.
Unexpected
for us.
Why was that?
Because actually the application for us like is still messed up, and also I think our presentation also kind of messed up, so that's why I don't think we qualified for it, but it's okay. Thank you.
I think we did our best.
Yeah.
But thank you for this opportunity, and we learned a lot. We learned new things a lot.
Since it's quite hectic for us because to complete 2 categories, right? So
yeah. So On X On was one of the groups that actually tried the CTF as well as the ATF. This is, as I understand, this is your first hackathon?
Actually,
correct?
this is a first, for me, it's a first hackathon, and this year my hackathon was last 3 years on 2018. Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the cybersecurity version of it, the technical side of it. It's a little bit different, but the skills are always going to be used as we move forward. Very good improvement, and congratulations on your first runner-up position for the ATF section of Whack the Fort. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And for the winner, coming in at first place for the inaugural Whack the Fort ATF at the feature is, drumroll, Anonymous Champion. Congratulations, congratulations. Come join me on stage.
Hey there, hi,
hello, hello. Very interesting pitch for those of you who have saw it. It was about particularly on cooking oil. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah. I think first off itself, thanks to organizers as well as chargers and mentors. I think this is a very great event to really learn about cyber security. I think I actually wanted to really join this hackathon to really learn about a lot dive in really cyber security stuff. Due to the fact of I think right now there are many news, for instance, Penang data server is being hacked and so on, and people already knows how important data is very important. So my background was very in a startup base, where previously I was software developers on drone solutions, where we fly drones above palm oil plantations, and we use machine learning algorithms to predict palm oil, etc. So eventually I start to come out with my own kind of product, which to be honest I felt down, where I tried to send towards submit to Product Hunt, and then eventually there are a lot of bounty hunters that actually email me to say, hey, they are parked in here. And then once I solve that, and then they want money because of that. They always think that this bounty program. So Yeah, I actually kind of, that is also one of the motivation of why I really like to really join in cybersecurity hackathons to really learn more about this. And then technically, I think what I do day-to-day role right now is more on, again, building software for digitalization, like recycling, etc. And yeah, I hope to be able to collaborate with anyone to see in the future is there anything that can be done. Yeah, I think that's all about me.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. You also got congrats from some of your competitors. Team Something says recycling cooking oil is a very good move, and from our judge, sustainability goals are also very good. Camera just came on. I'll invite you to come on stage as well. Turn on your camera and join us for a bit of a chat. Camera.
Hi.
There we are. We just announced the champion.
Yeah, I saw. I was watching on Facebook as well. I didn't realize this was the link. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now instead of watching on Facebook, you are on
Yeah,
Facebook.
I missed the WhatsApp. Sorry.
How has this hackathon been for you, Kamra?
It's been really interesting. Yeah. And I think the problem statements and the challenges were really good. Yeah, it's a pity no one tried the Prisma one, but it was really interesting. Very well done. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, one of the questions, obviously, while you were watching, I was kind of grilling some of the judges, right? And one of the things that we really loved was women in tech, and particularly women in cybersecurity, and making it big in IT and all that. How did you get started? What was your journey like, Kamra?
I did actually engineering, so I did biomedical engineering. And then I went into a fixed odds sports betting, which is basically betting on football, because they need quantitative analysts and modelers to do that as well. So it's always in very like male-driven industries. And then from that, I decided like I like money and math, so I went to do financial engineering. And then I work in banking as a quant for a little bit, and then
wow.
Yeah, and then I found out, nah, like it's I like the maths and stuff, but you're not that powerful. Like I wanted to get into digital because I felt you had more power. The more things you can code, and if you can code things by yourself, you're more powerful, right? So that's how I got into digital. And then I also used to build a lot of apps for fun. But now I'm in data science. So I'm a senior data scientist for UMobile. And I think digital data science, quantitative analytics, like it all goes very well together, hand in hand. But I think my journey was like a total accident, but it was just me, doing what I wanted to do. But definitely when I was like a few years back, I used to do a lot of hackathons. Like I think it's really fun. I hope everyone learned a lot this weekend. It's really cool. Like you build something, you don't sleep for like 24, 48 hours and you build something cool. So yeah.
Very cool. Thank you, Kamra. And we're moving on to the lucky draw next. And this is where we're gonna have a spinny wheel again, right, Leon? No, other awards first. Here we go. Other awards. And other awards, the first one would be, if I remember correctly, the Ninja Award. Am I on the money? Let's see. So we have the Ninja Award to On and WannaCry. I think the Ninja Award is selected by Team Fortnynja. They have been obviously observing people and seeing how they've been doing and see who's been hacking overnight and not giving up and trying to move forward. And in the spirit of it, that's what the Ninja Award is from On. Congratulations. And funniest team name award is WannaCry. WannaCry is also quite famous in the cybersecurity the arena. Congratulations to both of you. And you will be getting a cash prize as well. So more prizes from there. Next on, I feel like Oprah Winfrey right now. You get a car. Well, not quite a car just yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Grab a pick. So can I get Team Onyx on and Team WannaCry come on board for a bit of a I can get a snapshot of you right beside the awards. That'll be great. Onyx on. And there we go. Sharifa. Nuna is there. Great. And Zoe, there we go. Very cool. Let me see if I can get all of you in one same page. WannaCry. Hello, WannaCry. Now less teary. Oh, you're so cute, WannaCry. Don't cry, just want to cry, right? Can you join us with your camera turned on as well? Would love to have you side by side. Big smiles. Very cool. Winning smiles. WannaCry, I still do not see you. Where are you?
Hey, sorry.
There we go. WannaCry. WannaCry. Print screen, ready, and big smiles. Now, next hackathon, WannaCry going to be change the name to Wanna Laugh. Lameness is laughing at your own jokes. Don't learn that one. Okay, next award. Let's see. What's next? Next is spin the wheel. Click to spin. So what you will see over here is all the teams that qualified for the Try Hack the Box, CLIV. You all met the minimum requirement for the flags. And then we're going to click the spinny. As Vanna White would say, big money, no, that's what the participants say. Showing my age again. Big money. Let's go with the spin, Leon. Let's see who gets the first one. Oh. Coffee addicts. There we go. So congratulations to the coffee addicts. We hope that you use this sort of a consolation prize to join more hackathons, upgrade yourself, update yourselves, have more fun. Yes, whoa. Well, that true that. More coffee for you as well. Okay, moving on. Congratulations. Good stuff. Moving on, let's see who is next.
Grab a picture.
I'll get a picture of everyone together. How about that?
Congratulations.
So, unknown. Congrats. Unknown. We'll grab a picture with you as soon as this is done as well. Next. Who looks like who am I? Who am I? Congratulations, who am I? So you get a cash voucher, which you can put in your bank. And if you want to, you can put it in my bank. Next one, lucky draw number 4. Have a spinny spin. Try hack the box. There we go. You try hack the box. and you got something out of it anyway. So something was in the box. Congratulations, try hack the box. Is there one more? I think there's one more. Leon, is there one more? Or is that it?
No more.
No more. Okay, good.
Picture.
I want to see pictures of try hack the box and all the other lucky draw winners. Can you turn on your cameras? We'd love to take a picture with you. Can I get your cameras to be turned on, please? Who am I? Is there? Very good. Can I get the rest? Ah, there we go. Coffee addicts, both of them are there. Try hackathon. There we go. Inilah bagus. I can't seem to get all of you in one. Okay, I'll do it this way. Big smiles. And one more. My team, can you take a few screenshots as well, and then we can merge them together, please? I want to get, there we go. That's much better. Much better. Okay, big smiles. This one is for the press. Okay. David is like, press? What press? Oh, you smoking, boy. Okay, very good. Next one is going into another lucky draw. This is the lucky draw, the hackathon lucky draw. Don't ask me the context. I think this is for everyone. This is for everyone who joined the lucky draw. I think my team is feeling really generous on this. So let's just spin the wheel. I don't even know how many lucky draws there are, to be realistic. Let's just spin that baby and see what happens. One. Who am I? There we go. Look at you. Double win. Double chicken dinner. Good job. Next one. I'm going to keep saying next one until we run out of money. So, very cool. Who am I? 2 times running. Puta Halim Puta. Here we go. Spin. Is there any more to spin?
No more.
No more. Okay. Okay. What's up next?
I think we're also posted the leaderboard as well. We're gonna post everyone's scores.
That'll be good.
I think we are gonna wrap up. So I think yeah, just do a bit of closing, and then the final leaderboard will be released on Discord and the slides as well.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much the end of the Whack the Fort Hackathon. Thank you very much. We will be sharing the leaderboard on Discord. This is a community event. This is something that we want to last and to make sure it's sustainable long term. Thank you to the judges. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the mentors. Particularly thank you to the team, the Fortnynja team, those who work in the backgrounds planting the flags to make this competition really fun. Thank you to Microsoft, our tech sponsor and our cybersecurity partner of choice, Palo Alto Networks, Digitize, who helps with our servers and and making sure that the virtual machines are all working. And also to Jewel Digital Ventures. This is where we will continue on with this hackathon, to programs, to workshops, to make sure that we keep improving on our side at Fortnynja in how we run our shows, as well as the community keeps building forwards. You keep hacking, you keep spreading the good love of what you do to all your friends. It'll be great to see more of you at the next hackathon. Big hint over there. So we just had confirmation already from David, and David was like, you know what, I am committed to this, and he loved how passionate the judges are, how passionate the participants are, and he says, you know what, I'm gonna sign up, and we're gonna back the next one as well. So we've got that. Thank you very much, David, for your confirmation on that. We will be working with making this a bigger, better, and more robust hackathon. So stay tuned for the next one. Thank you for all the judges who were doing the work, but also being present here in the prize giving ceremony. Can I get my team Fortnynja, to turn on your cameras and to take a bow with me alongside me on stage? We have V, we have Gui, we have Lai, Jenna, obviously, we got Malcolm, Louis, Leon, Guang Hong, Michelle. Did I miss anyone else? Malcolm, I mentioned you already. Yeah, thank you so much. Come again?
Siwin.
Siwin, yes. The Masters of Ceremony in the background as well. Come put your mug shots on, turn on your cameras so everybody can also see your faces. There you go. V is dialing in while she's in quarantine. Jenna, our head honcho, leader of this band of bandicoots. We have, who's going to turn on their cameras next? We got Leon, camera on, Lai, Malcolm, Louis. Now you can put a face to the name, Siwin. Where is Gui? Gui is somewhere in the background. And there it is. There is Gui. Thank you very much, everyone. We hope you had a very enjoyable. Guang Hong, where are you?
We already released the leaderboard, so we'll show it on Zoom as well.
Okay, that is pretty much it. That's a wrap. That's the leaderboard. We got Trailblazer, 9 flags, 73.6 points. For Knock to Rock, 9 flags, also 67.6 points. Inugami Korone, 3rd position, 8 flags. And the rest of them will be placed down there as well. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us this evening and for the Whack the Fort Weekend Hackathon. Thank you very much. And this is us signing up. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jenna.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone.